Alien was directed by Ridley Scott, and this film, in my opinion, is his magnum opus. When it comes to sci fi horror films, this, in my opinion, is the absolute best. The only thing that could have competition for Alien as a great sci fi horror film, in my opinion, is probably John Carpenter's The Thing. But otherwise, when it comes to Alien, this is an amazing film from start to finish. The acting is superb, the effects are beautiful, and the film altogether is gorgeously shot. Collaborate with me on this review is Sarah from Sarah of Horror. The last time she collaborated with me was for my review on Blade, so I'm so happy to have her back on this channel to review Alien with me. So Sarah, thank you so much for coming back on this channel to discuss Alien with me. So before I discuss my thoughts on the film, I would like Sarah to share her thoughts on the film. So now to you, Sarah.
So, hi everyone, and thank you so much, Brevin, for letting me share my thoughts about Alien in this collaboration video. So, huge thank you. So, Alien is from 1979. It's a collaboration between Great Britain and the US. It's directed by Ridley Scott, written by Dan O'Bannon, and the story is by Ronald Shusett. So, it's starring Sigourney Weaver, Tom Skerritt, John Hurt, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, Ian Holm, and Yaphet Kotto. So, most of us have seen Alien, we know what it's about. We have this space crew on board the spaceship, and they suddenly find out that they are not alone, which will be terrifying for them. And I think the biggest strength with this film is its atmosphere. It takes a while to build everything up, but what it builds up to is simply amazing. And if you've seen the film, you know that there's one particular scene which starts everything off, and that scene is just so genuine and it is quite terrifying. And if you've seen the film, you know exactly which scene I'm talking about because it just comes out of nowhere. And then from that point on, the movie just takes a completely different turn. And also the location, the small spaces, feels very claustrophobic while this alien life force is hunting them. And it's not just any alien life force. It's the design is just beautiful. It's really amazing, with its little mouth and the acid dripping, and just how it walks around in these spaces is quite terrifying. And also, the use of silence in this film is so good. Like you can only hear the alien walking around, and then you hear like the silence while the crew's trying to hide, and it just makes for such an intense atmosphere. And of course, Sigourney Weaver, she is such an amazing final girl. She's really badass and she takes control, and it's just fun to watch her. Fun but terrifying to watch her survival, or trying to survive. Yeah, I really, really, really like this film. And here is my edition of it, or this contains all of the Alien movies along with the Predator movies. But the first Alien is here. Let me see if I can. It will take too long. No, probably. Ooh, okay, sorry. My bad. But yeah, it's a stunning edition. And on the other side, we have the Alien movies. And it's quite old, so I have a bit of a tear. But it's okay. Oh, I am trying to find an upgrade these movies on Blu-ray. But for now, this is what I have. But yeah, the first Alien is such a good film, and I will give it a 9 out of 10, definitely. So once again, thank you so much, Brevin. And please, if you haven't seen me before or my channel, you can go to Sarah of Horror and find my channel. Check out some of my videos. Subscribe if you want to, or just get to know me. Very happy to have you on board. So thank you so much, and back to you, Brevin. Bye.
When the crew of the Nostromo awaken from hypersleep, they receive a distress signal from a nearby planet. They investigate, and one of the crew members discover a nest full of these egg-like pods. One of them hatches, and an alien creature attaches itself to its face. Once the crew member gives birth to an alien creature, things go south as the alien begins to kill off each of the crew members one by one. One thing I respect Ridley Scott for when it comes to this film is that he doesn't really show the alien all that much. He pretty much went with the Jaws route. You can clearly tell that he took a lot of inspiration from Steven Spielberg, because Spielberg decided during Jaws not to show too much of the shark, and this builds up the suspense. And for Alien, it works pretty well, and nothing really happens. I mean, the plot doesn't really, like, fully kick in until, like, almost halfway into the film, and about, like, over 50 minutes in, at least about, like, 52 minutes in, that's when we get the famous chest burster scene, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people have talked about to death at this point. And when it comes to the chest burster scene, I remember first watching that as a kid, and it disturbed me a lot. And I remember first watching Alien, at least when I was like 12 years old, and I was familiar with the franchise, but I never really fully paid attention to it. I remember first watching Alien vs. Predator back when it came out, back in 2004 when I was 6, and I remember thinking Alien vs. Predator was pretty awesome, but thankfully since then I have developed a brain. What makes Alien so memorable, apart from the creature itself, is the cast, the cinematography, Jerry Goldsmith's amazing score, Ridley Scott's direction, and of course its atmosphere. And I'm okay with the film having this claustrophobic setting. I mean, you have a crew on a spaceship, they have an alien creature on board that's taking them out one by one, and they are struggling to survive. And when you have a setting like that, you have this big, humongous spaceship, and this creature could be anywhere, and it's hiding in the air ducts, and it's just, like I said, taking them out one by one. That alone is terrifying. And for most of the movie, if you have not seen it before, you don't really get a good idea of who the protagonist is. I mean, you may think it's the Captain Dallas, who's played by Tom Skerritt, or Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, and spoilers, of course. Ripley takes charge for most of the film, and is the one that's always following protocol, especially when, right when Dallas and Lambert are trying to bring Kane back to the ship, and Ripley is following protocol. She's like, no, we can't let him in. If we let Kane in, I mean, we have to follow quarantine protocol, otherwise he'll infect everyone on the ship. And Ash, the science officer, who is an android, violates protocol, and when it comes to Ash, I'll get to him later in a second, there's something, something is suspicious about Ash, and it'll come in later when it's later revealed that he is an android, and how it's revealed that he is an android, it works perfectly. When it comes to the scene when Ash is revealed to be an android and attacks Ripley, I remember the moment right when Parker takes his head off, and right before Parker takes his head off, I mean, you see like this white liquid just coming down Ash's on the side of Ash's face, and you're like, what? And right when Parker takes his head off, and he's just starts like you had like this gouger, like this white liquid. I mean, at first I thought, I mean, was that stuff like milk or something? I mean, that's one thing about Ash that does make me laugh a little bit when it comes to the androids in the Alien movies. I mean, it's like they're like have like this geyser of milk just coming out whenever. They're like torn apart. I mean, that's the one thing about the androids. I mean, like I said, it does make me laugh a little bit. When Ripley is the last one standing, she activates the Nostromo's self-destruct system so that she can kill the alien. And she escapes to another ship with the Cat Jones. And, of course, the alien arrives on the other ship. And the final standoff works pretty well. When Ripley is trying to kill the alien, I mean, of course, you have that great score by Jerry Goldsmith. When it comes to Jerry Goldsmith's scores, I mean, I'm kind of split on which score I think is his absolute best. I love his score for Alien, and I absolutely adore his score for First Blood. And his score for Alien is phenomenal. When it comes to Alien overall, I honestly think that it's a masterpiece. Everything about it still holds up. When it comes to Alien overall, I honestly think that it's a masterpiece. Everything about it still holds up over 40 years later. The acting is great. The special effects still hold up. You have an alien creature that is still terrifying and iconic all these years later. It's suspenseful and it is scary. It's terrifying as hell. The cinematography is beautiful. What more can you want for a film? And of course, the amazing score by Jerry Goldsmith is excellent. It's truly a flawless film, and like I said in the beginning of the video, this is without a doubt Ridley Scott's magnum opus. And of course, Alien deserves an A+. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So what did you think of Alien? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll probably talk about Aliens later this month, so I definitely can't wait to talk about that. So guys, thank you so much as always for watching, and I'm looking forward to doing more videos really soon, and if you want my thoughts on old or new movies, of course, you know where to find me.